What? Hey. So I also wanted to do some experiments with avocado seeds, and basically I just waited till they dried. I ate a lot of avocados. There's a lot of sources that say, my hair, a lot of resources that say it's more effective to peel the outside. So I've done one of those, and I'm curious, peeled versus unpeeled, what the results are. There's also a few different ways to try to create more avocados from an avocado seed. And you probably heard of the toothpick method, which appears to be the most popular. So you basically insert 3 toothpicks and kind of create this little chair for the avocado, a makeshift and kind of sketchy chair for the avocado seed to sit in. It'll just like dip its butt in a cup of water. So that's like the most popular method, and you want to do that with like the bottom side up. The butt is bigger. It's a bootylicious avocado seed, so the butt is like larger than the top. Yeah, so I peeled one just because it was already coming off, and here's one that's like half peeled, and these other 2 I'm gonna leave unpeeled. You can kind of like hurt your fingernails if it's too dry, but if it's a little bit wet, it's kind of really nice and easy just to peel like that. You can also just put it directly, peeled or unpeeled, in soil. Now with the unpeeled, I've also heard it's good to kind of let it grow roots to let it aerate a bit more, and you can do that by just cutting the bottom. So I'm gonna attempt that now. One I'm gonna keep perfectly with the brown shell and see if it takes a lot longer to germinate. So we'll have 1 whole peel unpeeled, and with this we're gonna do a little bit more experimenting. I think I'll put this one. It seems really soggy. I'm trying to think which one I should cut and just put in the ground. This one's actually already half split. And which one I should just like use a toothpick method. I mean, I was gonna try the toothpick one with most of them because I feel like it's more likely to work, but that's the whole point of this experiment, to see if that's true. Technically, I would need like 10 avocado seeds to properly do this experiment, and even then it's still like not a large enough sample size. This one's already half cracked, but what I'll do is, since the cracked portion is on the more small side, I mean, avocado seeds are like eggs, so the bottom side is where you want to like start rooting it. So I'm gonna cut off this. Here's the larger side of it, and this one I won't use a toothpick. Actually, it's already like cracked at the top just from its natural drying process. So I'm just gonna cut the bottom, and it's actually like really just easy to do. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and just put it in some soil and see what happens. This one, I might just put it in soil, but I might toothpick it. I think I'll see how it goes. If I toothpick it and nothing happens, or if I put it in the soil and nothing happens, then I'll try the other method.
And courtesy of empressofdirt.net, there's another way to grow an avocado from seed. It just involves putting a damp paper towel or towel around a clean avocado seed pit and checking on it every few days. It says 4 here. I think a good easy rule of thumb is check it once on a weekend and see when it starts to sprout until the root gets to about 3 inches, and then go ahead and plant it. I'll be wrapping it in this damp paper towel. I'll probably also just wrap this towel on the outside too, just so it doesn't get too wet.
Next, we'll just place this in a Ziploc bag and then put it somewhere dark where it can become a rooted seed. In a cookbook bookshelf in the kitchen.
And I hope this avocado seed doesn't develop a yeast infection or something.
Actually, I have a couple more avocado seeds, so I'm just gonna do as many possibilities as possible and reveal it to you. So let's try this toothpick method. I thought I would just link an image because there's so many YouTube videos you can find with that, but hey, let's just try it. I have one peeled and one unpeeled avocado seed, and I'm just taking these long bamboo skewer chopsticks I happen to have. I'm going to poke 3 or 4 toothpicks kind of in the center. And since this one's already kind of cracked, I think it's not too difficult to do that. These are very long though. Oops, oops, oops. I've like cracked the whole thing. I've now cracked it in half, so I'm gonna have to tell you how that goes. I might try, it smells really good. Or maybe that's like the coconut oil from the video I was doing before. But, damn. Okay, well this is what the center of an avocado looks like in case you were curious. And I'm gonna have to use a toothpick method on another one and or use smaller toothpicks, unlike what I was suggesting, because if you don't use that, it'll crack here. Okay. So I'm just gonna go very minimal and try for a few turns. I don't think it necessarily matters how many toothpicks. I don't, just like for certain recipes, like, okay, this might be a more sure shot way to make it taste good, but I never think like that things have to be done exactly as they are. I think it's just a guideline. So never isn't the best word. I mean, there's certain situations like high risk emergency medicine or something where you should follow a protocol, because if you experiment, the chance of something bad happening could be not good. So perfect, actually, it didn't break. So let's try this. Let's put this here. Fill this guy with a little bit of water. Like I was saying, it needs to dip its booty in this. So, okay. So the thing, if you only have 2, it kind of tends to just not behave as well. Perhaps the angle that I did it at also causes that a little bit. So I'm gonna try one more. And to identify the booty, it's where there's this circle, essentially. So, and the top is more almond shaped. So there's the bottom. And I'm just gonna try putting another one in. I might try putting 4 in, but I'm really trying to maybe do this angle so that it's not gonna ramp around in that cup. It might help if I have a bigger cup, but actually I'm just in this new place. Okay, so 3 works fine. It is a little bit tilted. I could probably go with 4. That's better, but being a minimalist, I think this is fine. I suppose a nice thing about having this giant toothpick is you don't have to worry about it breaking, because that's when I think of the smaller, flimsier, regular toothpicks. I think like, oh no, it's just gonna like drop into the water, which I just watched another video. Actually, you could just submerge it in water and wait till things are cracked, which I have one now, so I'm gonna directly plant that in soil. And you can see what happens. So let's see how this one goes. It's better or worse than just 4 or 3. I would say it's okay. The good thing is you can kind of tilt it back and forth. I would say actually 3 is just enough. The angle you do this at matters, so. But that definitely touches the bottom, so I'll just fill it to the very up because I might not be back here in a few days. So I just want to make sure that's nice and submerged. Well, goodbye extraneous toothpick. May you be put to better use. And I will just see what happens with this, and I'll let you know in a few weeks. And a note about avocado trees. I've heard that without grafting, it'll actually take a long time, like up to 20 years, for avocado trees to bear fruit. So you probably won't ever see an avocado being made in this video, but it's just a sprout, it's just a tree. I mean, it would be amazing to be like, hey, we're eating this avocado because grandma planted a tree 40 years ago. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's cool. I'll just go with it. And it's another plant. I love plants. So even if it's just decorative, I would love that. Yeah, give you an update. Thanks for watching, and please consider liking, subscribing, or commenting. See you guys next time.